Sometimes I think about committing suicide. You're not supposed to tell that to a therapist or a doctor. They could lock you up and put you on meds. If you admit you think about suicide to the wrong person, you might end up in a loony bin. I think about the logistics of it, how hard it would be, how people would react. I probably think about it every time I'm standing on a high place or a balcony and you could look down and picture it. And then I think about how dumb I am to be thinking that at all. I think about all the people who gave their lives so I could have mine, and I'm spending mine thinking about taking it. Sometimes the idea of suicide sounds cool until you remember that death is not the end. I think about how funny it would be to kill myself to end this pain, only to wake up and see myself burning for eternity. You turn and see God wagging his finger at you, no takebacks. Sometimes I think about killing myself just when life is really inconvenient, like paying taxes or trying to see a view where they put a wall. Why is there a wall blocking the view? People come here from around the world to see the Statue of Liberty, and instead they blocked it with fake trees on a tarp. I used to think about suicide a lot more when it was still idealized in music. The brooding, young, tatted artist taking drugs to escape the pain, and then Logic ruined it with that phone number song. I've been on a low, I've been on my mind, I've been on my mind. How did he manage to make suicide cringe? When I told people I was making this video, they insisted I put the suicide hotline phone number on this video, and I can't think of a more miserable last conversation to have. How many times do you think people called that number only to hear, the number you have dialed is not in service? I used to think about suicide a lot more, but the idea escaped my mind when I realized how cringe it is, how arrogant it is, how self-pitying and annoying it would be to other people. Realizing how cringe it is put suicide out of my mind seriously and just turned it into a joke. I'm sad. It's stupid because there's nothing in this life we're more certain of than death. If we're all gonna die anyway, might as well ball out while we're here. You're gonna take a picture holding the balls?
Yeah.
Do you know who Hasanabi is?
Hasanabi? No.
Yeah. You don't know who he is? No. This guy, he told someone to kill a senator. Guess how long his ban was?
How long?
Yeah.
Permanent ban? Or
1 day ban.
What
right.
the fuck?
You know Aiden Ross?
Aiden Ross, yeah.
Right, he got a 2-year ban. You know what he did?
Yeah.
He had an unmoderated chat.
Yeah, unmoderated chat, yeah.
I got a permit. You know what I did? Off-platform behavior.
What the fuck?
I don't even know what the behavior is. But you see the bias? If you put on a dress and you dance around and like Hasanabi, say that kids could cut their dicks off and stuff, like the bull, you get a 1 day ban for telling someone to kill a senator.
Bullshit.
That just happened just now.
That's fucking
so what would you say to Twitch if they were watching?
Fuck Twitch.
I appreciate that, bro. My guy. Suicide's a touchy subject because we all know someone who fell victim to it. And as I get older, I notice every existential conversation I have with someone, suicide is always the unspoken topic on the back burner. Whenever people ask the question of why am I here? What's the point of everything? Suicide is always the unspoken answer if you can't give a better one. For some reason, the topic is easily spoken about in music, but in conversation, you just don't say a word. We're given the idea that we're just supposed to live and exist and do what we're told to do without ever questioning why we shouldn't just jump. I like balconies so much because it's a comfortable way to have that conversation without somebody giving you a weird look. Every day we're faced with mortality, but it's so easy to forget how temporary all this is. And it's strange how a lot of the times we tend to idealize people who either died young or commit suicide. Two people that come to mind, Anthony Bourdain and Robin Williams, are memorialized as heroes even though they had families and they had situations that could have been improved. In fact, any situation could be improved. As long as you're breathing, as long as you're alive, anything can get better. And it sounds provocative and it hurts people's feelings, but suicide is really the coward's way out. Yes, we should extend empathy to people, but most of the time for men, too much sympathy will have you wallowing in it instead of improving. A lot of people get to the breaking point where they want to jump because of a lack of attention. And if you shower that same person with sympathy, so I think it's dangerous to shower those people with tons of sympathy because they know they're going to get even more of it if they kill themselves. It's hard to explain to someone who's going through so much pain that there's so much worth living for without sounding like a cornball. For once, I don't know where I'm going with this. Just Never kill yourself. Don't do it. It's cringe. It's just, it's gonna be a mess. People are gonna be crying. Don't do it. Just don't do it. That's it.
You wanna take a look?
So why is there a wall here behind blocking the view?
Know, man.
This might be the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I just walked down from Inwood. So I walked the whole length of Manhattan.
Oh my God.
Because, I don't know, because I wanted to.
You walked all the way down to come here?
Yeah. Followed Broadway, 5.5 hours, 16 miles.
Well, that's the type of stuff that makes you want to jump off the side. Like,
I know,
that's
right?
crazy.
And then I showed up and I was like, oh, well.
You might as well just like, I would just, type of stuff that makes you want to end it all.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, I don't think people realize how far that is. Only for a giant, stupid wall.
Started up on 215th Street.
215th?
Yeah.
God damn, you're not sweaty?
Nah, I mean, it's pretty cold today. But I took it chill. I wasn't like running or anything, I was just walking.
Was it a nice walk?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, cool.
Recommend it.
Are you gonna walk back, or are you gonna, like, what are you gonna do now?
Nah, dude, I'm getting on the
2-3.
Yeah. I live in Greenpoint anyways. I don't know why the fuck I
mean, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, I was feeling a certain kind of way. I had a free day. I was like, oh shit, man.
Was it worth it? Yeah, you got a big smile.
Oh, this is really worth it, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll enjoy the view. I'm gonna get out of here, bro.
Thank you, man.